Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, Fuse Science Incorporated. Drop just filed an 8K report, and I am seeing a major shakeup in leadership and operations. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. The company has been placed under receivership, and the old management team is out, replaced by new leadership. So what does this mean for Fuse Science Incorporated? The ticker dropped well. Their latest report tells a pretty dramatic story. It seems the company is facing some serious challenges leading to a court-appointed receiver taking over. This is a big deal. The main event here is that on the 17th of June 2026, a court in Nevada ordered that a receiver be appointed for Fuse Science Incorporated. Think of a receiver as someone the court puts in charge to manage a company when things are going really wrong. In this case, Peter Downey was appointed as the receiver. He is basically an officer of the court and will be supervising and controlling the company. This order gives the receiver a lot of power. He can take control of everything the company owns, its property, its operations, all its books and records, and even its bank and stock market accounts. He can run the business, try to fix it, or even shut it down. He can also hire lawyers and other professionals and make important decisions about lawsuits. Importantly, the old management team and anyone working with them are now restrained from interfering with the receiver's job or trying to move or hide any of the company's assets. Following this court order, there have been some major changes in who is actually running the show. The previous Chief Executive Officer Lei Zhang, President and Treasurer Meihua Xu, and Company Secretary Mining Yang have either resigned or been removed by the court. Now, the receiver Peter D. Downey is not just the receiver, but has also been appointed as the Chairman of the Board, President and Treasurer. That is a lot of hats to wear. Irina Veselinovic has been brought in as the Secretary, and later on the 29th of June 2026, she was also appointed as the Chief Financial Officer. So we have a whole new leadership team in place, heavily influenced by the court's decision. These changes have been officially registered with the state of Nevada. This filing confirms Peter Downey is now the President, Treasurer, and a Director, and Irina Veselinovic is the Secretary. One very important detail here is that even though Peter Downey is the President, he cannot make major decisions on his own. He cannot issue shares, move money from bank accounts, or make any big commitments for the company unless both the Secretary and the Treasurer approve it in writing. This is a safeguard put in place to prevent risky moves while the company is under this court-ordered oversight. It means decisions will be more collaborative and reviewed. The report does not detail specific compensation packages for the new officers. However, it does mention that the receiver and any professionals he hires will be paid at reasonable hourly rates. This payment will come directly from the company's assets before anyone else gets paid, and it all has to be approved by the court. This is standard practice in receivership situations to ensure the process is managed properly. Let's look at the new leaders. Peter D. Downey sounds like a seasoned executive with over 25 years of experience in finance and business development, including investment banking. He has a track record in raising money for projects and managing sales teams. He is described as being focused on growth and providing capital solutions. This suggests he might be tasked with trying to stabilize and potentially revive the company's financial footing. Irina Veselinovic also brings a lot of experience. She's been an entrepreneur for over 10 years and has expertise in business development, accounting, investor relations, and financial management. She has worked with both private and publicly traded companies for many years, so she understands corporate administration and public company reporting. Serving as Chief Executive Officer and Secretary for other public companies shows she has significant leadership and operational experience. The company is making this report to let shareholders and the public know about these significant developments. They believe the appointment of the receiver and the interim management changes are material events. Fuse Science Incorporated plans to get back access to their trading accounts on OTC markets. They want to be able to submit official information, update their company details, and take steps to get their status on OTC markets back to normal. However, they are warning that there is no guarantee this will happen or how long it will take. They might not be eligible for certain market tiers, or they might not be able to keep any designation they achieve. They will continue to inform all the relevant parties like their stock transfer agent, the state of Nevada, and OTC markets about the receivership and the changes in management. This is all about transparency and ensuring everyone is up to speed. As with most filings, there is a caution that this report contains forward-looking statements. These are basically predictions about the future, like their plans for OTC access or fixing their status. But they warn that actual results could be very different from what they expect. Companies usually include this to protect themselves legally. They